There's enough snow on the ground. I finally get to come inside and step into the kitchen. As you know, of course, tomorrow is the big day, Super Bowl 45. And almost more important to some people, even more important than the game itself, is the food. Joining us this morning is Bill Hall of Hall's Catering. Bill, thanks for being here. We're cooking up Super Bowl stuff, Super Bowl entree. And as I look around at what we have here, Michigan maple seared pork with apples and orange dust. You've kind of got a Michigan-made theme to this stuff, huh?
Very Michigan. Maple syrup. The pork is raised in Mount Pleasant and brought here. Amish chicken. So a very Michigan theme. And we got a great state to promote great products.
Absolutely. Lots of good things here, and you're going to make them even better. Now, sear, we've got a hot pan, right?
Very hot pan. Smoking hot. A little bit of canola oil in there. Okay. I'm going to have you season up a little salt and pepper on the pork tenderloin.
All right. I might as well do something. All right. I'm putting a little salt and pepper on here. Fairly equal amounts of both?
Very equal amounts. We'll shake it off a little bit there.
All right.
And of course, that's to taste how much ever salt you want to put into.
Okay. I'm supposed to not put too much salt on, I hear, but I do love it. All right. There we go. I think we got that. Now what do we do?
Now, we're going to have you take one piece at a time.
Okay.
And just kind of drop it in.
In the middle?
In the middle. Right there.
There we go. We'll make some noise. I like it.
Normally, we'll put in three pieces. That's just okay. Normally, it's salt both sides, but we'll go with this. The important thing is to pat off your tenderloin so it doesn't splatter. Light amount of oil because you want to get a nice sear in there. Okay. Of course, being in Michigan, we're going to want to have some apples. So we got some apples soaking in some Marcella wine.
So just drop those in there?
Just drop 2 or 3 right there.
Now, where do you have your heat on this? Are you at pretty high level of the heat?
Pretty high.
Okay.
Pretty high. You'll start high to sear them on both sides, and then you can actually finish this in the pan. If you're busy doing some other things.
Yeah, busy doing other things. Yeah, we'll be that busy on Super Bowl Sunday.
You know, I like to, a lot of these dishes, too, I like to bring them to where, you know, those guys or women in the kitchen can enjoy the game, too. So everything's pretty simply produced that you can make ahead a little bit and then finish off when you got the little intermission. You want to get some nice color there and some nice color on the apples.
I see, what, 45 seconds or so you had it turned over, so that's the searing key, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Searing all on high, and then what we'll do when we get a little color on it, we'll drop the heat back and when we add our rest of our ingredients. Okay. So something like this, is it something that you would consider semi-healthy, or is this, hey, what the heck, it's Super Bowl Sunday? Well, with the sugar in it, it's kind of semi-healthy, and I've got an optional butter here, and I'm a butter freak, so you know,
throw it in there,
I'll put the butter in and finish that. That'll be my highlight. But you know, I mean, the thing about what I look for really healthy is how it's produced, where it's produced. A lot of things here, they were made simply and without buying packaged foods. If you look on the back of packaged food, you see all kinds of ingredients, potassium sorbate, all these things that I don't think we really need.
All right.
No.
Well, let's put it together, Bill. And why don't you tell us what else you have going here? What else do we have?
Well, we're going to put a little Marcella, and that's fancy chef term, deglazing. That'll get all the nice stuff off the bottom of the pan. We'll put a little acid to it. This is a little apple cider vinegar. You could use lime. You could use a little lemon. A little maple syrup.
Wow, a little maple syrup. That looks great. And by the way, you're now offering home cooking lessons, aren't you, Bill?
Yes. You know, I feature where I'll come into your house and set up and get some folks together. We'll have some fun. We'll put some wine on the table. And what I do is different from most cooking classes where they put a list of things that maybe you want to learn, maybe not learn. What I do is I work with people and say, what do you want to learn in the kitchen? Let's design a menu around what you want to learn. We'll add a little orange. And see how it's coming down to a glaze?
Yeah.
That's where we want to go.
Okay. So is it close to cooked, or does it need longer?
Just about maybe 50 seconds away.
Okay.
Our last thing is I have some very sweet onions caramelized. And then here's a point where you could add butter.
Okay.
Or
go ahead, throw it in there.
Butter, but we're going to do butter.
Not? Sure.
The last ingredient that we want to add is the mustard, and we don't want to cook the mustard into it because, it tends to work on the mustard to make it a little bit of.
So what do we do with the mustard?
What we'll do is we'll just pull it off the fire as we add a spot of mustard and just blend that in without really cooking.
Okay. All right, boy, it looks really good. I look forward to getting a little taste of that. Of course, the recipe will be available on our website, WXYZ.com, under the See It on TV tab. I'm going to have a little bit of this, and we'll be right back. Thanks, Bill.